right, so this #1 welterweight contender has found his way back to a title fight. A lot of people didn't think he would get there, and he's made a career of proving doubters wrong.
You know, he carries a chip on his shoulder. You tell this man that he can't do something.
Right.
He will make it a point to get that done. He said from the moment he walked out the octagon last time and didn't win the belt, that I will be back. Many smirked at him. Many laughed. But his inner circle believed that it was only a matter of time before their guy got another chance, and when he got here, he would get the job done.
Now, some would argue he wasn't ready the first time around. I think that's probably a little bit too simplistic, but there's no denying. He has rounded out his game, he has evolved, he's maximized the developmental time, and a lot of people believe we will have a new champion by night's end. Well, Paul Felder wants his teammate Shawn Brady's nickname to be Brickhouse, and I'm not sure there's a more appropriate moniker for this guy than that. Have you ever seen a fighter respond better to a loss than Shawn Brady did against Kelvin Gastelum after he was humbled by Bilal remembered the name Muhammad? This man's wrestling and grappling and sheer physical strength is as scary a proposition, I would think, for any future welterweight contender. And now with momentum reacquired, we'll see if Shawn Brady can take that requisite next step. And now our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Joaquin Buckley. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Shawn Brady.
Herb Dean, all referee for this one. Scheduled for 5 rounds if need be. Brady gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there.
Nice kick.
Right hand good on the counter. All right, early round 1 here. Big reach advantage, DC. We'll see if he can employ that patented jab.
Yes, he has to maintain distance. He's the taller guy. So every time his opponent tries to enter, he's going to have to take something on the way inside.
Checks the leg kick. Big shots being landed on both sides here. All right, so a nice job by the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner here early, getting the clinch and giving the kickboxer a lot to think about as to how he might proceed next.
Too much information to process. Put him in the clinch where he's uncomfortable, make him work in positions that are not instinct to him, and try to overwhelm him from his position. Great job. Smart approach.
Big power shot there. Nice. Nicely done.
Punch on top.
Oh, Oh, really good job. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his
Big shots landed by him now. Making all these shots count. Right into side control. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Brady. Oh, getting leaky now. The hard ground and pound has opened up a cut. Brady's going for a choke. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
Under a minute now to go in the round. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Shawn Brady. Final seconds of round one. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway.
Oh, that body shot.
Oh, that's a huge connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here.
Heavy kick downstairs.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick.
That is as big a strike as he has landed thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Calm down. Time your shots.
Another clinch position. Look for a level change as he tries to secure a takedown.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his...
Another one. Hurt bad.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
He's got to be careful here.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Brady's now trying for the Kimura. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man. changing the position. Oh, he got to the spot.
30 seconds to go in round 2.
Fight down.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Let the bodies hit the floor. What a round. Multiple knockdowns. Amazing to think he didn't get him out of there, but he came pretty damn close.
Oh, definitely let the bodies hit the floor. And there was one guy's body hitting the floor over and over and over again. So he showed tremendous toughness. But for his opponent, he has to be seeing stars in his eyes, because he understands with this type of performance, he puts Dana White on notice. He puts Sean Shelby on notice. He puts the fans on notice. Everybody's excited about it because they know we have an exciting knockout finisher right in the midst of our presence. He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
Looking to land the right just out of range. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Beautiful.
Fight back.
He passes to Haskins. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Brady gets back up. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Shawn Brady!
Well, he came in as the undisputed UFC welterweight champion, and that is exactly the way he goes out after